Hey, Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna, coming at you with today's publishing tip for the day. Now, first off, you might notice I'm not wearing a hat, and I feel a little bit like Kiss without their makeup. Always wear a hat, but I decided to go the naked route today and do this blog post on Natural. So, yes, you see, the pate is vacant. So, what we're talking about today is basically self-published authors trying to get their books up on Amazon to sell for Kindle. I read an article on the Forbes website. Now, I've been finding a lot of great material on a couple of different websites that I wanted to tell you about as well. First, Entrepreneur always has good articles about books and ebooks and electronics. Publishers Weekly, of course, is great. Then you've got Forbes. You've got Money has good articles on books every once in a while. So I read this article, and it was kicked off with a great intro by Deborah L. Jacobs. And then it went into an article written by Paul Jarvis. And Paul Jarvis is a self-published author who's written 4 different books. And you can Google Paul Jarvis and it'll come up with, the books that he's written. But he gave the information about how Amazon has set up this portal to help the self-published author in many different ways. There's the KDP, which is the Kindle Direct Publishing funnel, which actually handles all of the uploading and marketing and selling for the individual ebook. You have the print-on-demand aspect of Kindle with CreateSpace, where if you don't want to have books sitting in your garage because you went and printed out 500 of them, you can set your book up with a prescribed PDF format that Amazon will give you, and you could then have a print book go out to a potential customer once they order the book through CreateSpace. And it'll be a one-off. It won't be, 5 books sitting in a warehouse or in your trunk or in your closet. He also talked about the Author Center, Amazon Author Center, which is the centralized location for all of the author information that could be used for marketing and branding your book. And it could also be used for outside links or linkages between your book and other websites that could be venues for filter that would bring customers in to buy your book. It was a very all-encompassing article. And coming from somebody who's a self-published author, Mr. Jarvis, and actually myself being a self-published author since I have a book, an ebook that I did that's on Amazon. It's the Electronic Digital Revolution in Book Publishing, if you want to go check it out. It's nice to make sure that self-publishing and independent publishing authors have information at their fingertips. They may not want to act on the information. They may not want to take their files and go in and do everything with Kindle Direct Publishing or go in and get set up for CreateSpace. But the information is there, so at least they'll have a background and a feel for how Amazon runs things through their process. Now, the one thing that's great, you get to see what the royalty structure is for your products going through Amazon as well. And as Mr. Jarvis found out, by using Gumroad, he's actually got his own web portal set up on his website so that he's selling books and content on his own. That way, you get to keep what you sell. That's what I'm going to do. It's all about reducing the amount of hands that take money out of the till. And if you can set up your own web portal so that everything goes through and goes out, and you get to keep 100% of what comes in, more power to you as the independent self-published author. Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna, with today's publishing tip for the day. Article by Mr. Paul Jarvis on the Forbes website. And you can actually go to my blog post and click on the link in the written blog post, and it'll take you right to the article. I highly recommend you read this article if you're interested in self-publishing in any way, shape, or form. Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna. Till next time, self-publish, but do it smart. Bye-bye.